Well, what's going on, everybody? We have another stage 3 Illuvial run today, and I skipped all the part of finding one, and we're just gonna dive into the first one right here. And we'll see how many Illuvials we can catch. Yesterday we managed to catch 19, and I am very confident that we will be able to catch even more today. I want to aim for 25 plus, but basically we want to beat last night's record. By the way, I put in Right Plans, our new addition to the team, and we'll see how he performs. Like, I have really high hopes in him, because he's a super expensive Illuvial after all. So I hope the double Berserker really will prove itself to be worth. So if we bind our Fighter Ranger with this one, we got a double Berserker. And in my mind, they can beat anything. Like, we don't need anything anymore, but especially versus so many Illuvials, we definitely need some more. We got a tier 5 Elfie right here, which is nice. Now we gotta decide which side we focus on, and we're gonna focus onto the left side, because there's an immediate target in front of us. Over here we would have to run up to the Elfie, probably somebody would run in between, and it's way less predictable on the right side, where over here we can take out the Ripta and the Lynxes right away. So then a Flare would be pretty good for those assassins coming in, 1-2 of them. And then we need some tanks. We put in a stage 1 Grogu because I want to see how he performs. And basically we're gonna bring all our units in and still have 160 stability left. So we might have put... We might have not should have... We might not should... Wow. I can't bring this sentence out, but you know what I mean. I should have not packed the Grogu, I guess, and put some high Illuvials in there just in case we like encounter a big encounter versus a Ramfire and stuff like this. We could never beat it. So I guess we gotta be prepared for more or harder battle boards in the future in stage 3, because this is not very hard yet. There could be stage 3 tier 5 Illuvials right here, like a Ramfire. Ramfire is still pretty okay to play around, but you know what I mean. There's like a... how's it called? A Titanor? We're screwed. Alright, looking at the damage, definitely our fighters outperforming the rest. And the longer the game goes on, our Berserkers pull away with the damage, but for the first 10 seconds our Doka was doing the same damage. But just having Berserker on our Ranger will give her so much more sustain, because she gets some extra attack speed, below 50% health. She has that... she actually heals herself with every third attack, I believe. So we got a tier 5 Illuvial here, and we're gonna use a tier 5 Shard. Not gonna get greedy. And that is our third natural Alfie that we caught, so we're gonna be able to evolve into stage 2. Yes sir, got him. Look at that cutie. Pistol Shrimp. What else do we need? I made a little list. We don't need Riptor anymore. We definitely want to have the dash. So tier 4 Shard for the tier 4 Illuvial. And that's gonna be our 4th dash. So we're only 5 dashes away from having an Umbre. Yesterday we evolved the Rake. So really good first Illuvial encounter, having a tier 4 and a tier 5. Really happy about that. The best for this run would be if we would have a stage 2 high tier Illuvial. Like a Rake or a Dual F. Sinalf. Dual F is just stage 3. So what else we want? I guess it's gonna be Lynxes all the way. Let's really try to set a record this run and try to catch as many as we can. We're not gonna use tier 3 shards for tier 2 Illuvials. Like, we're not gonna overinvest, but we're gonna try to at least give them the shard they deserve. 3 out of 3. Mozart is feeling good today. We got so many Lynxes, by the way. I had a look in the storage locker, and there's like 12 in there or something. I think soon we can evolve all the Lynxes we want. Well, there's 27, I think, different stage 3, so not all of them. 27 times 9. It's a big number. It's like, what, 200? more than that. That's a lot of lynxes. I wonder if somebody already has all of them, probably. Because... do they pop up? They shouldn't pop up in tier 0 runs, but I somehow had the feeling they pop up in tier 0 runs. But they're just all over the place in stage 1, 2, 3. So yeah, they're very common. Which is good, right? If you need to catch like 200 of them to have all of them, it's good that they're common. Alright, there was one more somewhere high on top, I think over there. Sandstorm's coming in. Such a clear run before that counter. Get up here. So many juicy shard deposits everywhere. Oh, over there it is. Since that's only 2, I'm pretty sure there must be one more on top somewhere. Should have checked before, like I usually do. Got him. Get in there. Oh boy, are we gonna find another Ramphy? Any stage 2 would be super nice already.
Bada bing, bada bye.
Lower down the lighting a bit. I look super pale. Alright, that's perfect. There's 3 tanks in. Wow, there's a Scarabug. Hell yeah! I'm so used to seeing it from the arena that I didn't even realize it first. That's sick. That's the first one I see. And versus all those bulwarks, it's really nice to have our fighters. So this one is gonna be an easy round. But we're still gonna make sure we have enough on the board, so no shenanigans can happen. But you can see we just have those 2 on the board and we only have 140 left. As of last fight, we put everything on the board and had 160 left. So I guess it's gonna be either maybe 2 small tanks, which would end up being 60. It's almost a lot. I want to catch the Scarabug and the Atlas. The enemy team doesn't really have damage, so I think 1 tank should be enough. And who is it gonna be? Probably the Grocco. And yeah, I really hope we don't screw that one up. We should be fine. The Berserkers alone should be able to just out-sustain the enemy damage. The problem is our Riptor went down, but he was fast enough to join back in the main fight. Otherwise our Ranger would have died maybe too fast versus the 2 Atlas, but easy peasy. Berserkers shredding through those tanks.
Download is complete.
Scara freaking bug. Wow. I'm stoked. Definitely using a tier 5 shard. It's a tier 5 Illuvial and I don't think there's many out there yet. I would be surprised if there is somebody having a Titanor yet. Dude, our drone is on fire today. This guy. Of course we have the drone extensions for catching Illuvials to help us with that. But that's the best I've seen him perform in a long while. But those Atlas are stage 1. We have a lot of those stage 1 shards. By the way, tomorrow I want to do a guide about the Forge in general. Like how all the fusing and all of this stuff works. And also about all the drone augments and everything that there's to it. We're running hot already. I hope the stream is still buttery smooth. Just gonna close down programs in the background. Who needs Steam and Battle.net and all that stuff? We got Illuvium. Riot Vanguard. Well, alrighty. Damn, we're catching them all today. Go. Let's open the window and get cold. It's the best thing you can do when your laptop's overheating from Illuvium. Just put on some winter clothes and open your windows and doors. Also got a little cooling pad from a laptop, helps a bunch. And another Atlas. Damn! How many did we catch already? Like 3 or 4 each encounter? We're definitely gonna set a new record today. Let's check. 7 already. 2 tier 5, 1 tier 4. That's craziness. Super happy about that. Alright, let's get on top, see if there is some more encounters, and then we're off to the boneyard. Looked like it from here, but we gotta cross it anyway to reach the boneyard. So we're just gonna cross through the middle of it, keep our eyes open. Actually, there's a little trick you can do without, you don't have to jump in the beginning, and it gets you a bit faster. You just run off an edge by pressing, while pressing shift, like sprinting off an edge, and then you will automatically use the jetpack boost and get your initial boost. And it feels like it goes faster than the doing it the other way. Look how far we can go. Oh. Alrighty, one more last look. I can't believe there's only 2 Illuvial encounters in all of Soka's Garden. Seems like it. Let me put up the field of view, it's really nice. That looks way better. Right, let's jump over to the garden. No, not to the garden. Boneyard. Yeah, so tomorrow I want to do a forge guide with all the augments, all the stuff you can create in the forge. How to get all the materials and everything. Yes, I feel like I can't do an overworld video every day. I'm sure you guys gonna get bored of this at one point. At least that's what I'm thinking. If I'm wrong, tell me so, but it's only natural that you want to see constant new stuff.
Gotcha.
I mean, every encounter is something new. Could be an Illuvial we never saw before in the overworld, like it has been with the Scarabug.
Here we go.
So,
Shall not be defeated.
what you got for us? Nice, there's a flare. That's so cool. Second flare we see, I hope we can catch it. We don't need all of the enemy Illuvials, so we could have tried to win this round with more stability left, but I really just wanna catch the flare and the Atlas, I guess. So. Yo, the 2 Berserkers are crazy. Probably even if a Ramfire would show with a decent board, we could beat it. Because you can easily play around the Ramfire. One of the units that is most easily to make useless. For example, a Ripelance can just one-on-one the Ramfire. And still come out pretty healthy. Mozart doing his thing. I know that we're playing Arlen right now, but in the real game we're not gonna be playing Arlen. We're gonna be just a casual ranger. And Arlen is gonna be, I don't know, the queen, the captain of the ship, whatsoever. But I wonder if the real game, if we have Mozart, or if the original Mozart is like the king drone, the king drone of the ship, and we just get drone 0x5 or something. Atlas. That's another guy we want. Do your best, Mr. Mozart. best thing about when the overworld comes out, or one of the big things for me, is that if you catch something, your name is gonna be engraved on it with like the number that you caught it. Like you're gonna catch the first ramfire and it's gonna say caught by Illumination, first ramfire ever. And it's gonna be worth millions. Big collector value. Alrighty, what else we gonna try to get? First low ball shard of the round. We're gonna use a tier 1 shard on this lynx. Because we have too many. We have too many lynxes. Mozart does stop, actually. I was about to say does not stop. I think that's the first fail we had in like 4 encounters, like since the beginning. I shouldn't have lowballed him there. Really made it hard for him to continue his win streak. I watched Dr. Disrespect's stream last time and he has such cool like cutscenes or something when he switches from like loading screen into the game and everything. Like I want to do something like this in the future. Just every time we enter or exit an Illuvial fight, I want to play my own like cutscene instead of watching the Illuvium loading screen. Like imagine I have like an animation of me jumping into one of those anomalies. I would like that. There's one. I felt it. I had a tingle. So, dear friend, who you might be. Wow.
Gotcha.
Sometimes the lag, like there's a little stutter. It could be my machine, but sometimes it really screws with you. What's up? Did I just screw up the encounter? No. By trying to place a beacon at the same time.
Let's get started.
And now we would have a cutscene where I'm like running in the overworld or something, like just gonna Photoshop or my face onto the ranger. Pipelines! So happy to have this guy in the team. But he's a bit too much versus those enemies. Damn, what's that encounter? 2 lynx and a kuka. We need 1 more kuka to have the stage 3 kuka rough, so that's pretty cool. But we're not gonna focus him because lynx does way more damage, so let's get the lynx out of the way. But yeah, no, it's good. I think that should be enough. As long as our ranger doesn't get focused, because she's super tanky. Super squishy. Squishy, you know, right? It's the opposite of tankiness. And our ranger is squishy. Alright. Stage 1 kuka. Let's go. I really want to zoom into his face and see his... Yes! Alrighty, let's set records. Let's really try to capture as many Illuvials as possible. So use those stage 2 shards on the links. Tier 2 shards. Probably jinxed it now. Nope. Gonna catch them all. 1 more. By the way, you can see the capture power underneath the description and divide it by 100 and you have the tier. Capture power 200 is tier 2, 400 is tier 4. And we don't know the math behind it, like how high the percentages are. Not yet, because a lot of the community wants to have the exact numbers of success for the shards, and I think it would be fair, right? If you're spending you're spending money to cure shards, it would be nice to actually know what's the probability of succeeding. But for now we know a tier 2 shard is supposed to be used on a tier 2 Illuvial. If you find a holographic, which is the shiny version, the special version, the rare version of it, you might use a bigger one anyway to increase your luck. Or if you have like a stage 3, a Rampfire, or a Titan ore, then I would definitely, even if it wasn't a tier 5, I would definitely use a tier 5 shard, just because it's 9 Illuvials in one, basically. It's a big hit. So, where are we at? Boneyard. I was looking. Bony. Pretty empty. Just gonna skip right through it, I think. And that means there's a lot of Illuvials somewhere in the desert. Maybe on top of here. In the desert and in the cavern, sometimes they're like littered all over the place. There's another one. Nice. We only need 5 more.
Let's get started.
By the way, let me take this time in the loading screen to remind you to hit that subscribe button. I know most of you are already subscribed, but whoever isn't, it would really help the channel a lot. Nice, Fur Knight. Don't have that one yet. Because I'm coming up to almost 4,000 hours watched. Like I'm gonna hit the hours watched goal before I hit the 1,000 subscribers watched, and I need both of them to get partnered or whatever it is with YouTube. So I need to encourage people to subscribe. Gotta find ways to bring in new people. Alrighty, focusing on the game, get in our 3 damage dealers, get in the tank. Check the stability, looks good. Put our damage dealers a bit back so they're not mainly focused. And let's hit it. And forget that we put our sword on our ranger and now have a really hard fight. Yeah, usually you see me, I do this always first because it feels so bad if you forget it, but this Ripplans is a monster.
I shall not be defeated.
So, let's get us a Fur Knight. What stage are you? Stage 4 too. We're having a high roller run here. Getting all the good stuff. One guy I haven't seen yet is the tier 5 Ador, or Adorius, or Adorado. What else do we want to catch today? We have 2 more Archies, is all we need to have an Archelion. We already caught the Kuka. We need 1 more Therapy, and in total of 5 Atlases. So let's get the Therapy. I think we got at least 3 Atlas already, right? So really close to the Axodon, which is one of my favorites as well. And it's a stage 3 Bulwark unit, Harbinger unit, which costs only 55. So I feel like he can have a lot of value. Because you don't want to bring in like Titan or it's too much. You won't be left with any stability. But the Axodon for 55, which is almost as cheap like some tier 0s. I'd do that. I'd be down for that. Alrighty. Catch links and then we'll be out. So if we would have done it really smart, because we got 35 stability left, we would have caught a Kuka first, which takes away 30. And then we would have been left with 5 to catch the links. So we could have caught 2. But instead I didn't look and just caught the links, which brought us down to 0 stability. So that's something to improve for the next run. Really count down your stability and make the best of it. Let's check how many Atlas we got. Would be cool to have an Axodon. Yo, we got so many already. 2 more Atlas. We got the Tatupi, we got the Kuka. So 2 Archie, 2 Atlas. That's what we're aiming for, and of course everything that's rare. Hello dear friend. Do you have a minute to talk about Cheeser as your Lord and Savior? I've never had that talk. I've never had anybody come up to my door and trying to talk to me about Jesus. Only know that from movies. From which religion is it coming? Forgot. It's like the running gag of Hollywood, right? With those guys on your door. Wow. Nice. We got another dash. We got our 2 Atlas. Those 3 is what we want to catch. First thing, equip the sword, equip your armor. Get the second damage dealer in. Bind them. Choose a side you want to fight on. This time we're gonna have an easy kill on the links right away. And then fill up the rest of the board with tanks until you have around 100 to 140 left. So something like that I think is safe. I also want to catch a lot, so I don't want to use too much. Don't want to use too little. I think we could do it with way less. But it doesn't matter. So let's stay on the safe side. Like, there's gonna be at least 2 Illuvials with full health surviving this fight. And Ripelands is still full. Yeah, too easy. Ripelands was a really good upgrade to the roster. Alrighty, going for the dash first. Having an Umbre is absolute priority. One of the slickest and coolest Illuvials in the game, I think. I don't wipe too much with the Rake and Dash, the stage 1 and 2. But Umbre just takes suddenly a jump on the next level with his like dark themed, shadow themed. Like he really looks like a rogue, like an assassin. Please don't run away. Ah, he ran away. I talked too much good stuff about him. He got stage fright. But the Atlas seems a bit... Didn't say anything. The Atlas honestly seems a bit dumb. Like, in a nice way, like a golden retriever dumb, right? The dog is a bit... Like, I really don't want to hate on Atlas, but look at his face. I wish I could zoom in right there. I know you know his face, but it's like adorable, but a bit dumb, right? It's... I don't say I look smart. At best, I probably look like Atlas most of the time. Like his face reminds me so much of a golden retriever. Like very, very cute, very nice, super loyal, super adorable. But a bit dumb. Maybe it's just the thing at the open mouth. It's also the eyes though. Looks pretty high on something that's growing in this overworld. Good old loading screen. We really need something to fill the loading screen times. I need some illumination like advertisement playing between them. By the way, if you're technically savvy, like an editor or any kind of, you know, like digital art, I'd say, you can hit me up and we can figure something out if you want to work and experience and everything. Like, I cannot pay much yet, but I can promise you to pay more and more as the channel grows, if you know what I mean. I'm not like super in need of staff right now, but it would be nice to have an editor at least. And maybe somebody to do me a nice logo and something like introduction video and stuff like this. You've seen Scoryok's intro video, it looks phenomenal. I don't think he uses it much, maybe it's a bit too much. It's like exploding in your face, but I really like it. There's 2 Illuvials, just chilling around here. First one.
Gotcha.
I have the second one.
Got ya.
Ah yeah, and I didn't told you, at the start of the map there is one waiting for us. I thought we saved that just to make the ending quick and not have to look for our last Illuvial for a long time.
I shall not be defeated.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Revenant. Yo, stage 2. We already got a Vermilier, but we also want to have the lower stages, so that's good. There's our Archie. Man, I'm like a goldfish. I can't remember if we caught 2 or both of Atlas last round. But as we said, we want to have the stage 1 and 2s anyway, even after we evolve to the stage 3, so we can't catch them all. We don't need to hold back. I think the Grocco is just gonna try to hold the Vermilio in the back there. And then we get another 2 tanks in the front. Bringing us down to 127, should be alright. Doka from MVP the last few weeks just got degraded to the bench. Because Ripelands took over his spot. And I must say, he costs 25 more, so 50% more cost, but I feel like there is more than 50% value to him. Weird, huh? Atlas and Archie, 2 of the 2 starters, as you could say, are both tier 1. And then there's Ramphy, who is tier 5. Like, somebody in the Warwick Brothers was really biased towards Charizard. Like, tier 1, tier 1, tier 5. There's, like, could have made Archie tier 3, no? Anyway, who are we catching? I guess the stage 2 is the priority. One time. If he doesn't want to come, we're gonna go over to Archie. Because I want to have all the stages of all the lines. But for now, I really only care about having all the stage 3s. There we go, Verminio. Welcome to Storage Box, where you're gonna live forever. You can't get too real on Pokemon, it's kind of animal cruelty if you look too deep into it. Locking them up in like tiny balls, then bringing them out to fight for the death. But they can never die, they can only faint, and then they get revived and have to battle again. It's dark, man, it's dark. It's only a game, so whatever, and you know, but it definitely speaks to humans in general, how we treat our environment. Like, Pikachu was one of the only free Pokemon out there. Everybody else was slaves. I mean, everybody knows this, right? But if you spell it out, if you actually say it out loud, it sounds kind of bad. Archie, there he is. We need 2 more. And who is it gonna be of you? Guess I'm gonna catch an Atlas. Like, that's what I would do in the real game too. If I have everything already and I have to choose, I would always choose Atlas, because I think in the long term, like 10 years down the line, Atlas will be way more valuable than a Tatopy or anything else, because it's like an iconic Illuvial. Even if it looks so dumb. In a good way. I'm not hating. So, how much energy we got left? Did like 3 more encounters? 3 more. Two more after this, and we got one at the start, so we gotta find one more. Almost done.
Here we go.
I've been talking too much. Like, this 35 minutes, this could have been done in 25 minutes, but, you know, I gotta talk. That's what I'm here for.
Back to nothing.
That's my job. Ooh, there's the Archies. Ooh, let's get them both. Let's get them both. Can we just do it with 2 Berserkers? I really want to try. If we try, we have to focus the links first. Because that's the damage dealers. The Archies are like just decoration, I feel like. Fake plants. Yeah, let's do it. Should be fine. Maybe we should have let our ranger tank a little bit too, but look at that self-heal of the Riptor. Every third attack, boom. Crazy. Fighters and Berserkers are definitely the goats of the overworld, I feel like. Alrighty, Archie. Are you ready to form in a much more powerful being of the name of Archelion? Just say yes. Oh. He wants a better shard. He's trying to bargain for that luxury home. But we're holding our ground, saying nope. And he's coming. He got enormous feet, to be honest. Look at that. Looks a bit freaky, to be honest. It's like bigger than his face. I don't know. Freaks me out. Alrighty. Give me our 9th Archie. Naturally caught. Oh, I think I caught an Arcus. Pretty sure we found an Arcus. Yeehaw, that's an Archelion. Hyped. I'm not gonna use him in the overworld, but it's just, you know, cool to have. And we can catch one more lynx. Dude, we're catching so much this round. 2 encounters left. Let's find some tier 5s. We found, what, 2 already? And 2 tier 4, but we lost 1 dash. Because he ran away like a dash. So excited for what the story is gonna be in Illuvium. Like with all the cave paintings and everything, like Eren and his elves in the workshop have really cooked up a huge story for us. It's gonna be amazing. Is that the way? That's the way. Yeah. So where's our last one? There's one here in the beginning somewhere. Over there. One more. I'm really sure there one is hiding just somewhere in the cavern here. There's one. Found him. Gotta take care to not accidentally fly into him. Oh, it's in the next cave, I guess. It's so well done, all the caves and stuff. Like, it feels like Pokemon early generation caves where you get lost and fall in acid. You jump fast enough and you're at full health. Actually, I didn't even lose health. But usually you can survive an acid drop. Yeah, it's like in Pokemon where you go in those early generation caves and you get totally lost. You gotta go to the store and buy a $60 helper because there was no internet yet. So this feels like just get lost in those caverns. And if there was no map, it would be super, super confusing. Which is the whole point of it, right?
I shall not be defeated.
Damn, that's kind of a weak encounter. So encounters like this, if we want to catch the maximum, it would actually be worth scanning, because we would see there's only 3 inside, so we'd skip it. But then again, it's a stage 2. Let's catch him. Screw it. Let's also see what our Berserkers can do. The thing is, nobody casts here, because they don't get mana from damage. Like, from incoming damage, you usually get mana, but not here. So units like Lulura and stuff like this, who is really good with their Omega ability being cast, they suck because they only auto hit. Like if Lulura doesn't cast, it's a useless unit. For the overworld, for those specific short battles. And I feel like it's still a bit buggy. Like I don't think it's intended they don't get energy with receiving damage. And I think the whole arena system is a little bit buggy since the last patch. I've heard that units do way too much auto hit damage, which would balance out the no energy gain, but doesn't make sense. Like it was very well balanced before that. Fact found: the Lulura has been observed uprooting entire trees with its digging in order to reach a mineral deposit of its interest. The Lura knows where the good stuff is. Get another therapy. Why the hell not? Get them all. Put them all in a bag. Screw you. Looks me dead in the eyes. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere, Chief. Let's see about that. Come on, Mozart. Yep. Collapse. Oh, good. I think Illuvium has one of the best art I've ever seen in the game. Maybe the best. Like every character is astounding looking. You can really bond with them. You know, you can... Like I have deep feelings for a lot of Illuvials already, even though I only played them a bit in a beta. Whereas if I look at I don't know, World of Warcraft Warlock, I just feel hate. There is no love in my heart for that anymore. I guess it's like a love-hate relationship, pleasure-pain. World of Warcraft can be fun, but for the time investment that you need to put in, plus for all the not so fun stuff like farming or doing like, I don't know, like just monotonous stuff, it's not really worth it. Like you can get a lot... Where are we going? You can get a lot more of like genuine fun out of games without having to deal with all the MMO bullshit that Warcraft and Blizzard slaps onto you many times. Actually, we could have just died the whole time because that's where we wanted to go. Back to the start. Back to our Illuvial. Oh, that could be a good Illuvium remix. You know the song? Back to life. Back to reality.
Let's get
Infuse that song with some Illuvium. Illuvium Shangon. See a ranger falling in the toxic. Back to start. Back to the obelisk. So It's a nice last board. Got some Atlases, and Riptors, and a Kuka. Space them out a little bit so they don't block each other, which has been an issue in recent fights. And there we go. Flair is solo tanking 6 of them. He's doing a great job. Alright, now the Berserkers get to work and are just unkillable. If there's not enough damage on the enemy team, like, they can never out-damage the Berserkers. Berserkers will just out-heal the damage. So, what we want? Let's just catch more Atlases. I think after I have all Illuvials, I would just go out and catch more and more Atlases. I'm not even that much of a fan of it. I really, like, I could talk very nice about every Illuvial. Like, I have some positive feelings attached to most of them. And that shows really the good work of the art and design team, I guess. Really give them personality, character that you can connect with. And it also shows the success of the arena team, who were able to balance the game pretty well, I think, for a beta. And you were basically able to use almost every Illuvial throughout the private beta of arena. Like 90% of all the Illuvials had their rights in place in the arena, which must be super hard to balance it out. I don't think this is gonna work out. Here, one shard. Almost though. There's certain stages the capturing goes through. The initial stage, yeah, I think it can fail 3 times. This one failed on the last time, the last try. Alrighty, let's round this run up with a Kuka and be out of here. Then we're gonna evolve some stage 3s. And tomorrow I'll explain you everything you need to know about the Forge. Starting strong, finishing not so strong. Alright, let's see how many Illuvials we got. We definitely have above 20. Let's see if we were able to get above 25. And then we post it on Twitter and see if there's anybody who caught more, which probably there is. So I need to see where other people at, how good we're doing compared to others. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4, 26. Nice. Wanted to get 25, we got 26, we got stage 2, Verminio right there. We got 7 Atlases, Dolura, got an Alfie, the tier 5, we got a Flare, we got a Dash. Missed 1 Dash, but that's fine. Now we're going back. To the base. Back to Sanctum Mesa. Quick evolve, and then I'll let you go. Thank you so much for watching the video, by the way. We have been high up in numbers of viewers since the Overworld released. And to be honest, like 1 or 2 times since that time, I wasn't really motivated to do a video. I sat down, did it anyway, had a lot of fun, and it was always well received. So as long as you guys keep viewing, I'll keep producing. And let's force some Illuvials. First an Axon. Let's skip that. Otherwise it takes too long. Another one. And there comes the Axodon. First we're gonna do the Arceus. And the Cuculus. Look at that. And the TNT. Wow, we got a lot of stage 3 to fuse today. Look at this. Seaforus, Kukurov, Arcalion, and Axodon. Let's get up the graphics. I hope the stream won't start lagging, but I think it's a bit nicer. A bit laggier too, but the end result looks a bit nicer, I feel like. Never mind. It's my computer. It's... let's see. Oh, that one is looking good. Yeah, look at that badass mushroom turtle. I love mushrooms, I love turtles. So this guy is one of my favorites. He looks a bit stressed, to be honest, like he has a bit of a grim face. If I could combine two Illuvials, I would combine the Komodo dragon with the Archelion with the turtle. And have like a chilled Archelion who's like smoking his own stuff or whatever. It leaves. One of the best facial expressions in the game. Well, not this one. Sweet! Yeah, we're not gonna do the links, this is gonna take too much. We can do the Synalf and then we're out of here. By the way, it looks so much like a lobster. Doesn't look like a shrimp, I feel like. Maybe I just don't know how shrimps look. Back to life. Back to reality. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for viewing. I hope you enjoyed it. I see you tomorrow. Until then, have a wonderful evening, a wonderful day, wherever you're at. And peace out.